Hi, I'm Aaron, CEO of RallyPoint.
Hi, and I'm Inan, CEO of RallyPoint. Welcome to our space at the Harvard Innovation Lab. Let us show you around. So, RallyPoint is the private and secure professional network for military personnel. RallyPoint connects people who are still in service, either in active duty or in the reserves or pre-commissioning, with other members of their profession. It gives them transparency and information to help them make proper career decisions about their own military career and also for their eventual transition to the private sector.
RallyPoint started as a way to help military professionals, like we had just recently been, find the most exciting opportunities and professional development options for their military career. And based on our own experiences in the military and the experiences of a lot of our friends, that's something that is very, very difficult for people in the military to find and really discover.
So this is additional parts of the Harvard Innovation Lab. This is parts where students can come in and have use the day space, and also for early stage companies, very early stage startups, sort of where Aaron and I were last year, to be able to come in and explore different business development opportunities.
I consider RallyPoint, I consider us innovators within the military organization space, and ways that military professionals connect with each other, pursue professional development opportunities, and really the way that those relationships can create value all across the institution. So in that sense, I definitely would say that we are innovating within that space.
Somebody in the military has a full-time job, so he's not going to be innovating on a company. It took somebody who recently left the military to understand the pain points of the military, but also be armed with the tools and knowledge that we gained at Harvard Business School to bring that service back to the military. And when somebody leaves the military and goes to business school, he has a lot of opportunities. He can go work in finance, he can work in consulting, he can work in general management. And so finding the person who felt the pain points in the military, got the education and experience that can do something about it, and then decided to pursue it, that's Aaron and I.
My name is Connor Wingard, and I'm a software engineer here at RallyPoint. I could see promise as a developer in this product becoming really something substantial.
All our investors do not have a military background, and that's something we looked for. So by having very neutral investors, that's made us into a better business. Biggest challenge to date, at least for me, has been working in such a small team and trying to do so many things. We're trying to replicate what a full corporation does. We need to have a marketing effort, business development effort, human resources department, administration, technical engineering, which is very significant part of our business. We're trying to duplicate all those functions with very few people. People in the military oftentimes think that they're not qualified or prepared to be an entrepreneur. But the reality is, when you look at the most successful entrepreneurs out there, they had a lot less life experience and leadership experience and experience in general than what people in the military already have. So to be qualified to be an entrepreneur, it's just the desire to be an entrepreneur and the competence to be successful working autonomously and independently. And that's true for whether you're in the military or not.
And many people that aren't familiar personally with the military look at people in the military and they assume certain things. They assume that they're more robotic in the way that they think. They assume that they'll just salute and they'll execute any order and they only think a certain way. But actually, Inan and I will both say some of the smartest, brightest, most motivated, most creative people we've ever met, to include here at Harvard Business School, we're all from the military.
My name is Aaron Turk. I'm a naval aviator, a naval flight officer aboard the P-3 Orion. Been in the military for the last 7.5 years. In the military, especially coming from naval aviation, we have a tendency to become very siloed as a community. So RallyPoint has been a tremendous resource, breaking down those barriers, finding out about other communities outside of naval aviation, and exploring career opportunities outside of the normal career track. One of the very useful things I found was the organizational chart that they provide, so you can actually see where you fit into the larger DoD complex. And I can say from firsthand experience, I came from the Pentagon the last 2.5 years, and it's a very difficult place to navigate. Even finding exactly where you are in the organizational structure is difficult. So being able to see that holistically has been really beneficial. As you transition out of the military into a civilian career or even into the reserves, I think either way it's going to benefit you. You can maintain the connections that you had in the military, see and connect with maybe people that are doing something that you're interested in, going back to school perhaps, or in an industry that you're interested in. So I think that's going to be very invaluable. And it fills a void that we just don't have that resource right now. So I think if you're in the military and you haven't already started building your network or thinking about a network, RallyPoint is the place to get started.
When we actually saw it working for the first time, that's when we got really excited that the dream is going to be real.